Alright, I don't even know what my name is, but it's my first video and this is going to be on the 2021 4Runner. So I got black valances. It's a 2021 TRD off-road premium, pretty nice car. So the main difference is with the new Toyota Safety Sense is you can't just remove the vehicle, or the vehicle. You can't just remove the bumper off of the vehicle because of the radar. And so you have to unhook the radar. So do everything the same way. You've got these little push pins right here. Look, these are all the screws and stuff that came up, but these are the push pins that I'm talking about. Okay, so they go in right here. You have to use like a flathead screwdriver to take them off. You just pull them up, then you just pry them up right here. See these little indents right there? Pry them up and then those pop out. And then you have a bunch of different screws and stuff. So I'll show you guys where all the screws are. Main thing is you have these little tabs. So it fits on the bumper like that. And these little tabs go into over this, except this one right here goes under. So you just gotta grab something like a I don't know, like a plastic pry tool or something that won't damage the paint. Just pry it up and then bring it. All right. So you have, sorry, I'm getting bit up out here. So you have 1, 2, 3 right there. All right. Then you go under and you have one right there and one right there. Don't worry about this one. It doesn't matter. You also have one right there, and on the other side, one right there. So from there, same thing. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 right there. Okay. All right. So when we get to this part, it'll pop off. It'll be a little scary at first, but these come off really easily. I mean, don't force it. Work with it, because if something's still caught, you don't want to break your bumper. Okay. Oh, you also have to disconnect the lines to your fog lights if you have them, which, yeah, obviously the TRD does. So brings me to my next thing. So I already have one of those screws out. Okay, I haven't done that. This bumper won't come off, all right, because of the radar system, which is right here. Okay, so you have to unplug it. Then you have to take out these 2 bolts. So there it is. Ugh. So I think once you take out these 2 bolts, you should be good to go. I'm gonna do the last part by hand. So you should be pretty good to go, I think, but we'll see in about, what, 10 seconds. All right, let's put that there with that one, and then I am just going to allow you guys to see. Hopefully the edits on this won't be too bad. Well, I won't be editing, I'll just be doing the whole thing. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So it looks like there's something else getting caught. Okay. Hold on. I might have done the wrong one there, guys. Yeah, I think I did. into that one. Oh, I see what I have to do. Okay. All right. So, plot thickens. Plot thickens. There is, I don't think you guys will be able to see it, but you see that long electrical line? I think that is holding the bumper on. So what I'm going to do is I am going to disconnect that, or find a way to disconnect it, and then come back to you guys. All right, I'm back. That was a bitch. All right, so this right here, this is what was keeping it on. All right. What you have to do is, okay, there's this little tab right there, and it kind of rotates. So you just, you support the whole bumper, and then it rotates and it just clicks out. You got these little things right here that go into this. All right. So you see how it rotates, spring tensioned. So that's pretty much all it does. That's what was keeping it up. So there's probably your first look at a 2021 TRD Off-Road Premium without the front bumper. Okay. Now, from here, the way to take off this gray part is, you see all these little white clips? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of them. I think that's it. I literally think that's all you do. So, we're going to cut, and we're going to see. All right. So, I got all 13 out. It was really easy. You just got these little clips right here, and I'll put one in just to show you. All you do is push down, and then the screwdriver usually is very difficult to do with just one hand. Put the screwdriver down and then just slide it out just like that. And then let's see. There you go. Hopefully it doesn't look like shit. If it does, sorry, I'm not a cameraman. Bam. There you go. So lay that one down. I got the new black one. Because couldn't afford the TRD Pro, so I'm gonna make it look like TRD Pro. All right. So there's the new black one. It's Toyota. I mean OEM. Same thing. Got it from my local dealership, the same one that I bought the car from. So we're gonna put it on, and then I'm gonna go back to the rear, take that one off, put on the rear one, and then I'll show you guys the end result. All right, so here it is, installed ish. I still have some screws, well, pretty much all the screws to go in, and then I'm gonna start on the rear. So definitely easier just to put on the bumper before. Obviously I haven't done the screws yet. Before you click back in that white little piece that I showed you. So what I did was I just put the lower bumper on this. I just literally just put this on. Put the lower bumper on, and then use one of these 2 of these right here just to kind of tack it in place, and then go up under right here. And obviously you've seen that I put this on, but you can go and access it and then just pop it in right there. So much easier way of doing things. So I'll get back to you again when I start the rear. All right, back. So I've already taken out all the screws, but you've got 1 screw right here. Just switch it up. 1 screw right there. 1 screw right there. Those screws will look like this right here. Regular screw with the washer, okay? Then you have 6 screws right here. 1, 3, 6, okay? Those look like this. Longer. They've got this plastic rubber washer right here. Okay, so I just put them right here. 4Runners are awesome. They've got so much storage. You guys know that because you're watching this video. Then you have one screw right there, 1 screw right there, and you have, remember these from the front, flathead screwdriver, just pry it up. Same thing right here. And after that, you have these right here. You have 1, 2, and 3 right there. And then these, you just, same thing. All right, same thing on the other side. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, 4 maybe. I think actually 4. I think it's gonna be 4 because this thing will probably, yeah. I'm gonna go with 4 right now. I'll get back to you guys in a second. All right, so interesting development on the driver's side rear. There are only 3. Scratch that. Yeah, there are only 3. Okay, so you have 1, 2. Well, actually 1, 2, and then 3 right there. But on the passenger side, you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So don't know why Toyota did that, but you got 4 on the passenger side. So remove those. 10 millimeter, everything's 10 millimeter, and then we'll move on to the actually removing of the bumper. All right, so this is why you make sure that you have everything off before you start pulling, or all the screws out before you start pulling the bumper off, because my idiot self didn't pull this tab, didn't release this screw, or the other ones on the side. So you have to take the mud flap off on this side. I think you might have to, let's see. Yep, and I didn't do this one. So remember, don't be an idiot like me. So we're gonna do this real quick. I'll show you this little screw right here. So, oh, do we have one? Oh, would you look at that? There is a 4th screw. It's hiding. So the 4th screw, let's see if I can get this in there. 4th screw is right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that's where the fourth screw is. So there actually is 4 screws on the passenger and front, or rear passenger and driver side. So I'm gonna get the rest of those off, and then hopefully we'll move to getting the bumper off. All right, as you can see, my bumper is partially all the way off, okay? But here's what you're gonna do, all right? After everything's done, you see this little tab right here. You're gonna have to move the bumper off of that tab because this part of the bumper sits on the tab right there, all right? Then what you do is you're just gonna pry it just like the front, all right? It comes out really easy, just take your time, all right? Keep going around, keep going around. This is the tricky part. What goes over the hatch release, take you like a pry tool right here, just get under it like this, just pop it off, all right? Because or else the bumper won't come off. Same thing over here. Do the same thing. Has that little piece. Then you should just be able to pull the bumper off just like this. All right, once you're done, bring it over here. You're gonna see the same tabs as before. All right, a lot of tabs. Just remove those tabs, put on your new valance, and install the bumper back on, and you're pretty much done. All right, on a side note, I realized that I had it in portrait mode, not landscape, the entire time. So sorry, it's gonna be a crappy video. I'll figure it out next time. All right, now these 2 screws right here, you do not need to take those off when you take off the bumper. The only screw you have to worry about is the screw that's going to go right there, because that's the only one that goes to the body. So yeah, that's pretty much it. These 2 on both sides, you do not have to take off when you remove the bumper, because all these do is they just keep this little plastic piece in the area, or attached. So yeah, that's it. All right guys, I'm done, and I'd say it looks pretty good. Looks more like the TRD Pro. Only thing is it's missing the TRD Pro badge and the roof rack, but here is the finished product. So I'll link the part number in the description. They're about, I want to say the back one is 140 and the front one was like 190. Again, this is, I mean, it's meant for the TRD Pro. It'll work for anything with the valance. I don't think it'll work for the SR5, but that will probably end up being something that you might have to do some, actually I know for a fact it won't work on the SR5 because it doesn't have the valance. But there you go. Appreciate it guys. Bye.